Imagine discovering your father is a Hollywood legend, only he never wanted you to know. From forbidden romances to courtroom battles, some of the biggest names in showbiz allegedly had secret children they kept hidden for years. Who are they? And why did they stay silent? Let's uncover the shocking truth. Clark Gable. Hollywood legend Clark Gable secretly fathered a daughter, Judy Lewis, with actress Loretta Young during the filming of Call of the Wild in 1935. Knowing that an unexpected pregnancy could end her career, Young hid her condition, later claiming she had adopted the baby. For years, Hollywood insiders whispered about the striking resemblance between Gable and Lewis, but nothing was confirmed. In 1950, Gable met Lewis for the first and only time, kissed her on the forehead, and left without explanation. She had no idea he was her father. It wasn't until years later that Young admitted the truth, confirming that Lewis was indeed Gable's daughter. Even after the revelation, the family remained silent until Young and Lewis had both passed away. Charlie Chaplin. The silent film icon found himself at the center of a paternity scandal in the 1940s, when actress Joan Barry claimed he was the father of her daughter, Carol Ann. Chaplin denied the allegations, and medical tests suggested he wasn't the father. However, the court ruled against him, ordering him to provide financial support. At the time, Chaplin was already facing public scrutiny over his personal life, and the scandal only added to his troubles. The controversy followed him for years, but he never publicly acknowledged Barry's child. Despite the court ruling, many still questioned whether he was truly the father. Ingrid Bergman. Renowned actress Ingrid Bergman fell in love with Italian director Roberto Rossellini, while still married to Dr. Peter Lindstrom. Their relationship caused an international scandal, with Bergman facing severe backlash, particularly in the United States and Sweden. When Bergman became pregnant with Rossellini's child, the outrage intensified. She begged Lindstrom for a divorce, but he initially refused. The controversy even reached the U.S. Senate, where one senator declared that Bergman should be banned from returning to America. The actress eventually married Rossellini and had twin daughters, but their relationship didn't last. Diana Ross. Motown star Diana Ross had a complicated relationship with music executive Berry Gordy. Their romance resulted in the birth of their daughter, Rhonda Ross Kendrick. But the truth was hidden for over a decade. To protect Rhonda from the pressures of being Gordy's child, Ross married Robert Ellis Silberstein, who raised her as his own. It wasn't until Rhonda turned 13 that she learned the truth about her biological father. Gordy and Ross kept their daughter's best interests in mind, but the secrecy surrounding her parentage left lasting questions. Clint Eastwood, the legendary actor-director, had a daughter he didn't know about for decades. Laurie Murray, raised by adoptive parents, discovered in adulthood that Clint Eastwood was her biological father. She hired a private investigator, uncovering adoption records that linked her to Eastwood. Reports suggest Eastwood was never informed about the pregnancy, while others claim he knew but didn't maintain contact. When the truth came out, Laurie was quietly welcomed into the Eastwood family, but the circumstances surrounding her birth remained a mystery. Tom Jones. Welsh singer Tom Jones spent years denying he had a secret child, despite a court ruling confirming his paternity. Model Catherine Berkery claimed that Jones fathered her son, Jonathan Berkery, after a brief relationship in 1987. Jones repeatedly refused to acknowledge Jonathan, even after a DNA test proved their connection. It wasn't until 2008 that he finally admitted to being the father. However, he never pursued a relationship with his son, leaving Jonathan to grow up without ever knowing his famous father. Michael Jackson. Brandon Howard's name surfaced in 2014 when rumors spread that he was Michael Jackson's secret son. A DNA test allegedly showed a 99.9% match, but skeptics doubted its authenticity. Howard, a singer himself, denied being involved in the paternity claims, distancing himself from the controversy. Despite ongoing speculation, no concrete evidence has ever confirmed that he is Jackson's child. The mystery surrounding his parentage remains one of the most debated topics in the entertainment world. Jack Nicholson. Known for his iconic roles and wild personal life, Jack Nicholson reportedly had a daughter he never publicly acknowledged. Tessa Guerin, born in 1994, was the product of his relationship with waitress Janine Guerin. Nicholson financially supported Tessa, but kept his distance. In interviews, she described feeling like a secret, growing up under the weight of her father's fame but never truly knowing him. Despite her mother's attempts to establish a relationship, Nicholson remained uninvolved. Elizabeth Taylor. According to longtime confidant John Cohan, Elizabeth Taylor had a secret child she never publicly acknowledged. The child, named Nora, was allegedly born out of wedlock and sent to live in Ireland. MGM Studios and Taylor's mother reportedly orchestrated the cover-up, fearing the scandal would damage her career. Taylor never spoke publicly about the child. but those close to her claim it was a secret she carried for years. Hugh Grant. British actor Hugh Grant had a brief relationship with Chinese hostess Tinglan Hong, resulting in the birth of their daughter, Tabitha. The relationship remained under wraps, and Grant kept his paternity a secret for as long as possible. At one point, both Hong and another woman in Grant's life were pregnant at the same time, sparking a media frenzy. Despite the initial secrecy, Grant later embraced fatherhood, ensuring he was part of his daughter's life. Chuck Norris, action star. Chuck Norris discovered he had a daughter he never knew about when she reached out to him in her 20s. Dina Diccioli grew up without knowledge of her father's identity, only learning the truth after overhearing a conversation between her mother and a friend. When Dina finally contacted Norris, he welcomed her into his life. Unlike many other celebrities on this list, he didn't deny his past and quickly accepted his daughter as part of his family. Liv Tyler. For much of her childhood, Liv Tyler believed musician Todd Rundgren was her father. Her mother, Bebe Buell, made the decision to keep the truth from her, claiming it was to protect her from the unstable lifestyle of her real father, Steven Tyler, the lead singer of Aerosmith. At the time of Liv's birth in 1977, Steven Tyler was struggling with personal issues, and Buell feared he wouldn't be able to provide a stable home. To ensure Liv had a reliable father figure, Todd Rundgren stepped in, signing her birth certificate and financially supporting her. Liv grew up admiring Rundgren, believing him to be her father, but something always felt off. As she got older, she started noticing an undeniable resemblance to Steven Tyler, particularly when she met his other daughter, Mia Tyler, and saw how much they looked alike. The realization left her confused, prompting her to confront her mother. At first, Buell avoided the conversation, but when Liv pressed her for answers, she finally admitted the truth. Steven Tyler was, in fact, her biological father. When Liv and Steven finally connected, it didn't take long for them to develop a strong bond. Despite not being present in her early years, Steven welcomed Liv with open arms. She even decided to change her last name from Rundgren to Tyler, while still keeping Rundgren as her middle name to honor the man who raised her. Over time, Liv embraced her father's rock star world, even appearing in Aerosmith's 1993 music video for Crazy. The revelations strengthened Liv's sense of identity, but it also raised questions about the secrecy surrounding her early life. Why did her mother wait so long to tell her the truth? Would things have been different if she had known sooner? Even though she eventually built a close relationship with Steven Tyler, she has spoken about the confusion and emotional impact of discovering her true parentage so late in life. Hollywood has always been a place of glamour and mystery, but these secret offspring stories prove that not everything is as it seems. Some children grew up in the shadows, while others fought for recognition. Do you think these celebrities should have told the truth sooner? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more shocking Hollywood revelations.